100,000, a number that not only signifies a major milestone for an entrepreneur, but also for a YouTuber. $100,000 in revenue and 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. You know you've made it when you've hit both. So in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you a breakdown of exactly how I accomplished both. The 100K mark on YouTube and also the 100K mark in revenue, and realistic steps on how you can get there as well. So if you're aspiring to have 100K in your business and on your YouTube channel, go ahead and type in the comments 100K. I'm excited to know who those up and coming YouTube creators are and entrepreneurs who are going to crush it in their business and get major results. So, you know, you may be like thinking like, why the heck does she keep holding the YouTube play button? I'm going to tell you this story of how I was in debt, like major debt, from like barely making it, almost having to go back to get a job, to almost at 100,000 subscribers and getting my channel hacked and deleted. So the journey was real, guys. And this play button is something that means so much more than just 100K plaque. It means the hours and hours of dedication, of the blood, sweat, and tears going into this channel, of getting ready, of failing, of looking stupid on camera, of being embarrassed, of getting over imposter syndrome, of getting over the fear of rejection and what people were gonna say about me. It was me having to overcome some of my most extreme haters online, really awful and mean comments on my YouTube channel that I've seen over the past couple years. And so this is what that means and why I hold it so tight today. So stick around to later on in this video when I do talk about how you can make a very profitable YouTube channel and create a YouTube channel that sells from right off the bat and really see that cash flow and revenue from your channel. But in the beginning, when you're first starting your YouTube journey, it's hard. Mentally, it's hard because your growth is slow. Okay, when I started, I didn't really know what to expect, but I was desperate. I was in a situation where I was in, $60,000-$70,000 in credit card debt. The credit card companies were coming after me like, oh, you need to pay your bill and we're closing your account. And it was just a really scary time. And I felt so vulnerable because, and like such a bad human being, because I had gone from like almost 800 in my credit score to like 400 or something like that, just within a span of months. And so it was really hard because, your channel in the beginning grows like a snail. Like maybe you see 10 views on a video and then maybe in a couple days you get a new subscriber, and that's why people quit. But you really have to like push through that time and see the bigger vision, see this on your wall, see that cash flow and revenue increasing from the hot organic traffic that you're producing from your YouTube channel. That's really what it's all about. And so I've given plenty of tutorials on this channel about YouTube monetization, how to get your first 1,000 subs. I could leave a couple of playlists in the description below. But essentially, one of the first steps to having a successful YouTube channel is to clarify who your target audience is and who your niche will be, and don't go beyond that. So if you're in maybe the fitness niche, if you're in the vegan niche, pick hot topics and keyword rich titles that have to do with the vegan niche and vegan nutrition, vegan fitness and stuff like that. Don't talk about skincare products, like something that doesn't really relate to that niche, So people ask me all the time, it's like, well, can I combine affiliate marketing with my cooking channel? I'm like, probably not. I mean, you can, but it won't grow, right? If that makes sense. And so the other major thing that I wish I would have done when I was just starting out on my YouTube journey was my branding. My branding was horrifying. I mean, my banner at the time was pretty cool. It was a mixture of like all of my travel pictures and it had all these cool photos, but then you get down to my thumbnails and it was so ugly. It was like tie-dye with purples and yellows and colors of the rainbow. It was terrible. And your thumbnails are prime online real estate that are going to be the deciding factor of whether your viewers click on your thumbnail or not, whether they watch your video or not. And not only will it determine that, it'll determine the health and the view velocity of your video over time. So by the way, if you're wondering the fastest way to reach 100 subscribers, 1,000, 100K subscribers with your YouTube channel, I invite you to download my 6-step blueprint, my subscribers to sales blueprint. It'll be up here or the first link in the description. And that is my 6-step framework to creating a wildly profitable YouTube channel that sells, that gets you traffic, that brings in revenue to your business. So go ahead and grab that and download it. And the other thing is, you know, the reason I just received this plaque, this YouTube play button, the silver play button from my parents, because I'm like physically in South America. And when they sent it to me, they sent it to my parents' address. It was during the beginning of the quarantine when I first got this, or when they first got it. And it was when my channel was hacked and deleted, and I had my entire channel wiped away from me overnight. My entire business really was wiped away from me overnight. If you want to know the whole story on that, check out my hacked and deleted video. It's quite a story, let me tell you. It was a very dark moment in my life. I was very depressed, but you can see more about it in this video. But that's the reason they just sent this to me, and thank God it arrived safely to South America. And so that's why I'm just like, oh my gosh. Celebration, just holding it right here. So here's the thing with YouTube, right? You have to really treat it as a job, like as if you were opening a coffee shop, right? If you open a coffee shop, the coffee shop isn't going to run itself. You have to be dedicated, committed to opening and closing the doors every single day. The same thing with a YouTube channel. You can't, post 4 videos, take a 3-month break, and get back on it and expect it to work. No, when you commit to, doing this platform and to driving traffic to your offers and products with this platform, it's truly a commitment, and the algorithm wants you to be on this platform, and they want you to commit. They reward you for consistency. That's why I tell people minimum I suggest once a week, but really if you're starting out in the beginning, you should push harder and post 2 times a week for a few months, maybe 3 to 6 months, to really get that algorithm going and to get your channel on the map. The other thing you really have to overcome with being a YouTuber and being a full-time creator is getting over the fear of analytics, because if you don't know what I'm talking about yet, analytics are your best and your worst enemy. Like they're your best friend when you see your analytics and you see all the green arrows going up, and then a month later you see a decline and all the arrows are red. So like your views, your monthly subscribers, your monthly revenue, like it's just such this great feeling. You feel like you're on top of the world and blah blah blah, and then the next month you're like, oh, okay, that went down by more than 50%. And it really is a mind game, because you're like, man, I'm a shitty YouTuber, like I can't do this. I don't know why people aren't watching my videos. And it's just this constant battle with you fighting with yourself, and you really have to be strong to tell yourself, look, you have to get over it. Like the channel is always gonna go up, but then it's always gonna go down. What's that one law? I forget the law of something. What goes up must come down. Well, let me tell you, what goes down must come up. I mean, that's literally how it works on YouTube. Like when I see my subscribers taking a dip, I'm like, okay, just breathe. You're a good human being. You're a good business owner. And then, a few months later, it'll be on the up again. So it's really, it's tough. And sometimes even those types of things can cause creator burnout, because you're like, I don't want to post anymore, blah, 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 blah. And so that's why when people are first starting out, I can't emphasize enough that it has to be a niche that you are passionate about and that you can talk about for forever, for free. Something that you just love, because if not, that burnout will catch up to you for sure. So now you have your channel, you're growing it, Now let's talk about how to monetize this bad boy, right? So this is also something that people get wrong in the beginning, is that you can start making money from a YouTube channel that only has 500, 1,000 subscribers. That's the beauty of YouTube, is you can start monetizing right away before you even qualify for the Google AdSense program. Google AdSense should be icing on the cake. It should never be something that you depend on, okay? You should always be monetizing your channel in different types of ways. Some ideas that you can start doing right off the bat is growing your list. I tell people it's never ever too early to start building your list. So as soon as you launch your channel, I would have a freebie or a lead magnet giveaway to give to your audience. So that way you can start building your list and give value to that list and sell to them later. A lot of people don't have a product. Well, I don't know, maybe like half the people, just of all the YouTubers that start, a lot of people do have a product or service, some people don't. And for those that don't, that's fine. You should see and get a feel of what your audience is looking for and how you can best solve their problems. So for example, a lot of times one of my friends started her YouTube channel on yoga and yoga classes and meditation and stuff like that. And she discovered a demand of what her audience wanted. And so she took an idea that she had with something she accomplished with yoga. I think yoga in her life helped her self-discover and accomplish a lot of things through the practice. And I know that she wants to help people do the same thing with exactly how she did it. So now with her yoga channel, she's also developing a digital product with coaching services, which is phenomenal because yoga is something she's passionate about. She does it every day. She truly is the real expert, and that's the thing. A lot of times you discover after having your channel what your audience is going to want and what type of knowledge you can sell to them. And also there's several people that have businesses that are more so offline that have asked me so many times, like, Marissa, how could I really make money from a YouTube channel if I have a chiropractic clinic, or if I have something that's not very online? Well, if we've learned anything from the great COVID-19 pandemic in the year of 2020, we learned that in fact there's all kinds of ways to make your service online-atizable. And think of it this way. I told the chiropractor, like, hey, you know what? There's beginning chiropractors out there, or novice chiropractors that want to learn how you built your successful business. Teach them, and teach them over and over. Create a product out of it so that they can buy it from you and that you can really scale that product. And that's why, I give the example of a digital course, but other ways to monetize a channel is with, an e-commerce store, selling your merch, affiliate marketing, with offering a one-on-one service or coaching, consulting. You can also do this thing called crowdfunding, right? So crowdfunding is when your YouTube subscribers subscribe to an additional service every single month, typically with Patreon. And the idea is that you give them exclusive behind the scenes content. Maybe you send them a care basket every single month. And so that's another extra automated revenue stream that you can create from the Patreon platform. And so again, there's so many ways to monetize a YouTube channel. It's really a beautiful and exciting thing. And so I encourage you really to download my Subscribers to Sales Blueprint if you haven't already, which goes over all those things and how to really generate a lot of views and growth quickly. So the point of all of this is that combining a YouTube channel with whatever product or service, affiliate marketing product that you're promoting, combining that together is like a sales funnel on crack, right? You will make a lot of money if you position yourself correctly, grow your YouTube channel correctly, have the right tools in place. Really, I'm not kidding. I've made multiple six figures. My goal is that millionaire mark, but I've made multiple six figures on YouTube because the organic traffic is powerful. And again, I've never spent a dime on ads. I plan to, for sure. I plan to use YouTube ads to scale my business, but the point is There's so much opportunity with YouTube traffic because it is evergreen, because it is SEO, because it is discoverable for a lifetime. I'm still getting paid from videos that are 3 years old on my channel because those videos have evergreen content, which means it's a topic that could be looked up forever, you know, like 10 ways to lose weight postpartum for women or something like that. And that's really the power of a YouTube channel versus an Instagram account or a Facebook because, you know, for example, that content is not searchable. So if I were to go to YouTube and I typed in how to lose weight in 30 days, I couldn't find a tutorial video or a step-by-step or a how-to because it's Instagram, right? And forget TikTok, forget Snapchat, you can't even come close. And so that's why I highly know for sure that YouTube is the most powerful platform of generating traffic out there. I do strongly believe that. All right, so if you've made it this far, why don't we keep learning and growing together? I invite you to join me in my free masterclass. It's a class where I go over everything and show my 4-step framework to a highly profitable YouTube channel that sells and will help your revenue and your online business explode. If you want to join me, go ahead and sign up. It's free. Click the button below, register, and I will see you on that masterclass. Go ahead and click. We'll see you there.